Yes, well, it's day 3 of the Synod on the Amazon. And as the criticisms keep pouring in, Pope Francis is firing back for the second day in a row. The Synod has been meeting behind closed doors since Monday morning's session. So the Holy Father used the stage in St. Peter's Square during his weekly general audience to call out those still condemning the Amazon meeting.
Colpire un membro della Chiesa è colpire Cristo stesso. Anche coloro che sono ideologi perché vogliono la purità, fra virgolette, della Chiesa, colpiscono Cristo.
A majority of these attacks have been against the idea of viri probati, which means ordaining married men as priests, ideally elders with proven virtue. The theme was also spoken about today at the press briefing.
When speaking about the proposal of viri probati, this doesn't mean changing the law on ecclesial celibacy. This law, like all human laws, could have exceptions in concrete cases. It was also said that the lack of priests in the Amazon is not linked to celibacy. They said even ordaining a married man priest may not resolve problems.
Yet Austrian Bishop ERWIN KRAUTLER presented a different experience from his life in Brazil for the past 55 years.
I will tell you with total sincerity, there is no other option. The indigenous people do not understand celibacy.
He said arriving in a village, the indigenous would ask about his wife and feel bad he didn't have one. The bishop also explained the essential role of women, saying they lead many indigenous priestless communities.
So the woman, what are we going to tell her? Yes, you're a person. Yes, you're very good. But then we need concrete solutions, and I'm thinking about women's deaconate. Why not?
The bishop explained the main reason he and others are pushing for these ordinations is because they want access to the sacraments, most especially the Eucharist. The bishop even said that some people in the Amazon region are even changing religions to Pentecostal or to Protestant, other religions in which the Eucharist is not the central focus of the faith, since many can only receive it 1 or 3 times a year. In Rome, Melissa BUTZ, Currents News. Back to you in New York, Tamra.
Melissa, there isn't any agreement yet on the rules for women or ordaining married men. What can the Pope do to create a consensus on these hot-button topics?
Well, you know, the Synod on the Amazon was called for because there is no consensus. So I think one of the main points, and the Pope even stressed this on Monday, is that he wants prayer and the Holy Spirit to be present in the Synod Hall to guide and to direct these bishops. He also asked them to be open to new pathways. So we'll see what the Pope and what the Holy Spirit will do this month here in the Vatican to lead these bishops and direct them in these new paths for the Amazon.
Thank you, Melissa BUTZ, reporting from Rome. For continuing coverage of the Synod that you won't find anywhere else, you can count on Currents News and the tablet. Be with us every night at 7 p.m. on Net TV and check in at thetablet.org. Also, the latest Synod developments will be posted on our Facebook and Twitter sites. If you're watching Currents News on YouTube, be sure to hit the subscribe button and then click on the bell to get instant updates about all of our newest content, because we are putting your faith in the news.